everybody, what's up? CaptainTurbo here, and welcome to another Let's Play, boys and girls. Welcome to Bam Presto? What the fuck? This sounds familiar. I'm sure I've done one of these games before, haven't I? A long time ago. Boys and girls, long ago and far away, a legendary interdimensional being known as Zordon came to the city of Angel Grove to establish a vanguard in the never-ending struggle against the evil. With the aid of his trusted assistant, Alpha 5, the noble masters threw out 6 extraordinary teenagers and give them the power to transform into superhuman fighting force. In time of great need, the young heroes could now call upon colossal assault vehicles known as Zords, while the identity of the 6 heroes is a guarded secret. Their courageous exploits soon become the stuff of legend, earning them the title the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Oh wow, I was trying to keep that in for a second there. Yes, boys and girls, this is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, the game. Quick heads up here, guys. This is post-commentary, by the way. We're not doing live commentary for this. We're playing on easy just because I suck at this type of game, but this is not like the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers game I did, which was a one-on-one fighting game. This is a beat-em-up game, based loosely around the movie. In fact, we're going to read the movie here. 6,000 years ago, a morphological being known as Ivanoo ruled the world with a reign of unparalleled terror. He rid entire planets of their adult population, then brainwashed the youth to follow in his evil path. A faction of young warriors known as the Order of Medallion, Melodian, lured him into and buried him in deep underground. Present-day Angel Grove, an inner-city construction crew accidentally uncovers the hyperlock chamber and unleashes the evil power of Ivan Ooze. So it's basically just a very brief version of the movie, guys, if you've seen that before, which you probably have if you're a Power Rangers fan. But as I said, there is 6 stages in this game. There's also 6 Power Rangers. Doesn't that work out nice? And you can play as any of the 6 you want to play as. From, obviously, the movie, their costumes are obviously based around the TV show rather than the actual movie, though. But we're going to be starting off here with Billy the Blue Ranger, Billy Cranston here. I should also point out, I don't believe there's any difference in terms of stats. There's no difference in terms of strength and all that shit. The only thing I think different here is the color of the Power Ranger, of course. You also have a couple of slight different attacks. More like their attack animations are just slightly different. You also have things like, all of them have their unique weapons. Again, I don't think there's any real differences though. And by the way, I just want to get this out of the way right now. I love the fucking music today, this game. Basically, 16-bit tracks of the show's music. I can't remember the name of this one. I think it's We Need a Hero. Oh, I Need a Hero, I can't remember. And now he's going a little bit into White Ranger Tiger Power. But this is not a hard game. I recorded this a while ago, guys. I been meaning to do a commentary for a few months actually. Now that I think about it, like 2 months, maybe a bit more than that. I actually wasn't even planning to do this tonight. I was gonna do a Dead by Daylight stream, but internet is been a bitch. So you know, I've got this on the hard drive. Why not do some commentary? Also, I'll be doing, as I said, one stage with every Power Ranger, so you'll get to see all 6 different Rangers doing their thing and all that jazz. Minus one, which I didn't mean to do, but it is what it is. Don't worry too much about your time limit. I don't think you're really in any danger of running out of time. The only thing you might get in danger of is getting bombarded by the enemies a little bit too much. It's one of the reasons I put the game down all the way to easy. Also, the tokens, some of them give a extra life, some of them give some health, and some of them just give points. Points also do accumulate enough to get an extra life though, so they're worth picking up when you see them. I think I don't know if each icon has a different set thing or if it's just pure RNG. Sometimes you get all 6 different tokens for the Power Rangers. You know, you get the Mastodon, Triceratops, Saber-Tooth Tiger, Tyrannosaurus, Pterodactyl, and White Tiger icons, but it is what it is. As you can see, this is here's the thing, guys. There's a reason I don't play fighting games, and you know, I've talked about like tier lists before when it comes to like video game genres. For me, beat 'em ups are pretty low on the tier list. Like, they're not bottom, but they're low. And Ivan Ooze absolutely wrecking Billy's shit there. But that is the first stage clear, believe it or not. I'm gonna let the thing here, but yeah, beat 'em up's pretty low on the list. Like I'd say, the only things lower than beat 'em ups are there's only one walking simulator I've ever actually liked the look of, and that's Soma. But I'd say every other walking simulator is pretty low on the list, and below that is fighting games for me. Once released from the chamber, Ivan wastes no time and attacks the command center, damaging Zordon and Alpha 5. That is an ugly sprite for Zordon. With Zordon down, the Power Rangers lose their powers. Alpha tells them of a power that will help save Zordon. With hesitation, Alpha sends the Power Rangers to the planet Phaedos to find the Master Warrior, who will help them gain the power they will need. Meanwhile, Ivan has gained mind control of the adults of Angel Grove and taken out Lord Zed and Rita. After landing on Phaedos, the Power Rangers run into Dulcea. I think that's her name. I didn't read the rest of that. Tingle Tribe. She guides them to the Neola jungle where they will find the power they are looking for. She warns them of the danger and sends them on their way. Bull fucking shit. Where's Ninjor? Ninjor was a big fucking part of this. Before they go, Dulcea gives them the Rangers the animal powers of the Ninjetti to help them survive. Continuing on through the jungle in their new ninja uniforms, the Power Rangers encounter many difficult enemies, including the skeleton creatures and the stone gargoyles. In the meantime, Ivan used the adults of Angel Grove to dig up two of his morphological monsters, the Scorpitron and the Hornatron. Back on Phaedos, after defeating the stone gargoyles, the Power Rangers find the Temple of Great Power. They discover how to gain the great power of the temple. Love this track, by the way. With the last of his power, Zordon contacts the Rangers and tells them of Ivan. One will ever take them down. Sorry, I love this song. With the nearing power, the Rangers blast back to Earth. The power is on, and that is a fucking great screen right there. And they actually do have their movie costumes there slightly. You can tell by the emblem on the middle. Toys were actually made like that originally, I believe, as well, before they actually fixed it back in the day. Like the original run of the Power Ranger figurines, like the 4 feet ones, whatever the fuck they were. Anyway, we've played as Billy. Now it's time to switch over to Aisha, the Yellow Ranger. I should also point out, obviously, I just got run over there. The game takes liberties, of course. It's not a one-to-one do of the movie, because you wouldn't actually have that many places you could do fight scenes with the Power Rangers in full costume. You have the first one, of course, where you have you could have done like the first one at the construction base. But then you'd have to wait until the end of the game, or at least until the end of the story, to have them fight in Angel Grove again. So obviously the game takes many liberties with this. It is what it is. Again, I'm not really seeing many differences here between Aisha and Billy, so yeah, I think I was correct about what I said earlier about the stats being exactly the same across the board with the Power Rangers. Also, as you can see as well, this game is 2-player friendly. You got a friend, have them take one of the other Rangers. You got another credit there. Credit 6 lives, obviously. Credits in beat 'em ups are usually known whether there's lives in every other game, but it is where it is. You know, just gotta be that little bit different for the attention. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, the fucking internet comes back on. Ah, fuck it, I'm not too fussed now. It's had its chance. Dead by Daylight had its chance tonight, and it didn't want to work. I might try doing 1 or 2 more matches in a bit, but I'm not too fussed if I can't get in. I'll actually finish off the commentary for this game first, to be fair. I've had to do this anyway, so... Anyway, as you saw, Did we take on the Putty Patrol in the first game? No, we didn't actually in the first, not the first game, the first level I was gonna say, but no, it was always the Oozemen. These guys, I actually will say, these guys are actually pretty cool when it came to the design. I thought it was, you know, they're all slimy and everything. They're actually really interesting. Well, not interesting, but well-designed characters, well-designed enemies for the Rangers to fight. You know, a slight upgrade with putties, like, in terms of overall look. Obviously, the putties were a bit boring overall, but they were still cool. Definitely the most memorable, actually. The show actually did have the Tengu creatures eventually, I believe around Season 3. But they never had the Oozemen. Mainly because Ivan Ooze I don't think actually ever appeared in the show. I think what happened was... Because the story was roughly the same, they had to get the ninja powers, but they got it from a character called Ninja. But I can't remember for the life of me why they had to upgrade. I remember the Thunder Zords getting annihilated at one point, but I don't remember the entire plotline behind that. It's been a long time since I actually watched the show, guys. I should point that out. I did watch all the way up until RPM for a long time, but I couldn't actually... This was a good 10 years ago, I think, last time I watched Power Rangers, if not longer than that, actually. In terms of, like, Mighty Morphin, anyway. As you can see, having a bit of trouble here with some of these guys, just because there's a lot of them, and... You know, they take a good chunk of damage before you can knock them down for good. And we're actually doing okay, but as you can see, again, you're not really in any massive... I will say, I think there was only once in this game, when I was recording it, where I was in trouble of running out of time, and that was during one of the boss fights. And yeah, this game does technically have boss fights, which you'll see probably next part now that I think about it. And this track that's currently playing right now, I don't recognize it, if I'm being honest. It might have been made solely for the game. Low on health here, I might actually die. But we got 10 seconds left, guys. I'll see you guys in the next part. Until then, sayonara.